All right, let's talk about Belgravia. Today, we're going to crack the code on how a business, maybe your business, can actually get a foothold in one of London's most exclusive, most sought after commercial property markets. It's an iconic district for sure, but getting in, well, that's the real trick. So let's dive right in. Look, before we even talk about the how, you've got to understand the why. Why is Belgravia so special? It's a world of its own with a whole different set of rules. I mean, we are talking about the absolute peak of London elegance. It's right next door to Buckingham Palace. You've got those incredible white stucco terraces, the garden squares. For any business, having an address here is an instant mark of prestige. It says you've arrived. And that right there is the million-dollar question. The very thing that makes Belgravia so desirable, its exclusivity, is also what makes it so tough to break into. So seriously, how does a business find its way in? This brings us to the big problem, the one that so many businesses run into. Finding the right place in a market as hot as Belgravia isn't just a simple search. No, it comes with its own very unique and often stressful set of challenges. And let's be real, the whole journey can feel just totally overwhelming. You're up against fierce competition, the process itself can be incredibly stressful, and you never quite know what's around the corner. It's a really high-stakes game where every single move counts. But what if there was a better way, a more modern approach to finding commercial property that just throws out the old, frustrating rulebook and brings in a new, people-first playbook instead? This quote just nails the whole philosophy. The goal isn't to push a sale down your throat, it's about giving you a genuine strategy. And that comes from listening, really listening to what you need, and then connecting you with that perfect opportunity. And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? The old way versus the new way. We've all been there with the old way, all those sales pitches and generic questions that go nowhere. The modern approach? It's completely different. It's all about facts, real strategy, and it all starts with one simple thing. Actually listening. Okay, so how does this philosophy actually work in practice? Well, this modern approach can be broken down into a really clear three-step process that's just designed to get results. So here they are, the three pillars. Market with impact, listen intently, and make the right connections. You can see how each step is designed to put you, the client, right at the center of everything, making sure the whole thing is transparent and focused on your success. Let's break them down. First step, marketing with impact. This means you have to understand who you're talking to in Belgravia. We're talking luxury brands, private wealth firms, exclusive art galleries. These people want facts, not fluff. So the marketing has to be top-notch. High-quality visuals, professional photography, the whole shebang. Step 2 is all about listening. And I don't just mean hearing a checklist of what you want. This is about getting to know you on a human level, really understanding what makes your business tick. Because it's only with that deep understanding that an agent can make that perfect match in a place as unique as Belgravia. And the logic here is just so simple but so powerful. I mean, think about it. If an agent doesn't truly understand your business, how on earth can they find the perfect space for you? This question is what drives the entire process. Okay, so finding the perfect spot is one thing, but that's really only half the battle. Step 3 is where the magic happens, making the right connections. It really is all about who you know. A top commercial estate agent in Belgravia will tap into their network. We're talking luxury retail, private banking, to get everything lined up and get you the best possible result. So that's the big idea and the process. But how does all this actually translate into real-world services that help businesses on the ground? Let's take a look at the proof. This table really shows how that people-first idea gets applied to a whole range of services. It doesn't matter if you need a bespoke office search, advice on a high-value asset, or help with a lease renewal. Every single service is tailored specifically for the Belgravia market. All right, as we start to bring this all together, it really boils down to one key takeaway. In a market as unique and as demanding as Belgravia, having a specialist on your side isn't just a nice-to-have, it's absolutely essential. And this brings us to the big question for any business looking to move in. With so many agents out there, why is a specialist commercial estate agent for Belgravia specifically so critical? And the answer really is local expertise. It's that simple. A specialist, they just get the unique vibe of the district. They know the other businesses, they know what high-end tenants are actually looking for. And that inside track, it's absolutely crucial if you want to succeed in a place like this. So if you're even thinking about making a move into this incredible world, the big takeaway here is that it doesn't have to be this huge, stressful thing. It all starts with a simple conversation. So the real question is, are you ready to make that right move?